Once that switches over, that was actually timed incredibly well.
Oh, it really was. Actually, I think they've seen this part before, so they know this. They've seen this. They've seen this. What are the other ones? The Rams and who?
New Orleans. New Orleans Saints. The AFC matchup.
Oh, two divisional matches.
First, Taint and Dick were taking the AFC, right?
I believe so. Well, who did Buffalo Pittsburgh?
I think Taint did the AFC.
All right. So that means I gotta get out of my seat.
Yeah, we gotta let these guys get in the booth. I kinda gotta piss. Well, Dick has to piss.
What is happening? Alright. So he is. So you're Cleveland? Alright, I'll wait. I tell you what, by shoot, boy. He just gonna be out there pissing when we supposed to be calling. Mama always said he was pissing. Were you Cleveland? Or Cincinnati?
I believe it's been the coin decided that I will be the Bengals. And so says the coin.
And so says the coin.
Play-by-play sheet.
Oh, that is true. Get no water.
I'm going to take a little refresher here on the button. There's way more buttons on there than there's supposed to be.
No, it's the button number does not change.
Yeah, last time when we played there were just 3.
No. Oh, click the replay on the bottom left.
Yeah, that's what, what's this?
Well, that is if I'm playing a
Tecmo.
If
Right,
it is not
right,
Tecmo.
of course. Okay, welcome. Should I hit game start and welcome us? And are we ready to go?
Well, I does not feel ready.
I don't feel ready either. Let's get these names in front of us. I need another. Have I done this one?
My goodness. We are all sorts of discombobulation today. We did pull this damn chair out. I am pulling this damn chair. Could you find the Taint isms for me?
Of course. We're gonna have to start keeping them separate or something.
Well, they just got buried.
I understand. That's hence. Oh, we'll keep this set of extra nicknames out as well.
Oh, it's good.
Taint Supper. How many does he have?
3. Oh, I think. Oh, my bad. No, wait.
It's 3. That's him. I'm gone.
Oh.
I've got extras up there.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Pringles can't stop. Can't take these.
So the postman in stage 5
Feel
today.
warm. Michael, no, I'm a football player, Jackson.
Oh, tuna can and Pringles can kicking today.
Two girthy kickers out there. All right. Peanut butter, Bumblebee and Honeybee, always tough to remember who's who. Pickens, Honeybee Pickens, Bumblebee Brown, Brown. Honeybee Pickens, Bumblebee Brown. Honeybee Pickens, Bumblebee Brown. We're just doing some of my exercises, Nate. That's all right.
That me, do re me.
All right, game start, right?
That is all we need to do. And look at this. Look who's coming back.
Big time news. Big time news. That's Eric Veal Parmesan Metcalf coming back. He's their number 1 running back. A big weapon for them out of the backfield, and that'll be huge going into today's AFC North Week 3 matchup. Against the Cincinnati Bengals.
And what a day, Dick, to be the Cleveland Browns and get your number one workhorse back. And early in the season, it looked like a bad injury, so it's good to see him out there.
I recall last week the speculation when it originally happened was that it could be bad. It didn't look good on the field. But here, Bengals kicking off. Veal Parmesan gets his hands on the ball first. But he takes a touchback to start this game.
And both teams coming out. I thought I had done the touchback.
Now you're doing...
But I hadn't hit anything.
Yeah, we're doing none of that.
We do not do that.
No. We are just commentating.
We should have clicked the replay for the return from injury, because that would be a good thing for a storyline later in the game.
Yes, we could have. We definitely could have. But here he is on the first play from scrimmage. He looks good. He looks fast. He picks up 12 around the outside there, Taint.
And that's how Veal Parmesan just making his name and presence felt earlier with that nice little scamper. Didn't see no rust on him.
No, he looks good. Looks good. Maybe it was an upper body injury. I'm not even sure. But here they give it to Tommy Cadillac Vardell, and he's swarmed by Bengals defenders immediately.
And that Bengals defense had jumped the snap count, it looked like, and they was behind the line quicker than a gator gets up on a hog.
Yeah, the Cadillac had no open roads out in the front of him there. And here, Bernie the postman Kozar with his first pass attempt of the day throws it well over the head of his intended receiver, bringing up a 3rd and long.
I'd say maybe next time, Bernie, put a little bit less postage on it. Maybe it won't go as far.
Maybe use FedEx.
Good one, Dick.
I was split back on 3rd and long. The postman, he's got a man running deep out open. Oh, and he slips it into, who is that? That is Brian. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the Kinchin on the post route. That was a tight window with that safety there, but the postman fit it in, Taint.
And what a throw there by the quarterback there, weaving that ball in between the defenders. It did not look like there was space, but somehow there was a reception, and here, my goodness.
Here, space for Veal Parmesan straight up the gut, up the middle. That's a 20-yard gain there by the Browns. Their rushing attack, or at least the rushing attack with Veal Parm, a healthy Veal Parm, looking good today, Taint.
And I just know these linebackers just love blocking for Veal Parmesan, because he didn't get that name for eating Veal Parmesan. He takes his linemen out regularly for Veal Parmesan.
Well, he treats them well. He knows that they are the reason for his success. And let's see that hole that they opened up for him there on that previous play, Taint.
And you just look at these linemen getting ready, getting off the snap, and bing, bang, boom, here we go. Look at the whole downfield blocking, only one man there, and just the burst of speed through the hole. Veal Palm is back.
Yeah, he didn't even have a defender to evade until he got...
That should not have done that. Oh, that...
Should I just do back to stream instead of that?
No.
Because back to stream will take... It'll have different settings.
It'll be fine now. It'll be okay now.
So if I hit Tecmo Super Bros from going out and getting out of the replay...
Let's try it. Let's do the replay again.
Run. Oh, I hit... We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait. Got mixed up with my buttons there.
No, that is my fault. I did not anticipate... there's just one more setting I need to add to the other button, and we are okay.
I understand. Here in the red zone for the 14-yard line, the give is to Veal Parmesan again around that outside. But here, the Bengals have it figured out. Bring them down for a 3rd and short here in their own red zone.
And as the field has shortened, the defense has tightened, and the Browns are just not getting the yardage they were on the ground, and it looks like they don't know what to do.
Yeah, sometimes you have those big plays, then you get yourself down to a shorter part of the field, and Bengals, employing that bend, don't break mentality on defense. Let's see if they break here. Kozar out of the gun. He's got all day to throw. He's got a man open.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a play by the linebacker there to elevate and knock that pass away. It looked like a sure touchdown when it left the postman's hand. What a play there.
That ball looked like it was headed for the end zone with that wide open man. It did not seem like the defender in the end zone would get there. But then comes this leaping man out of the linebacking core. My goodness, what a play.
It was an incredibly athletic play there to keep the Browns from putting 7 points on the board. They do get 3. The Bengals take this kickoff.
That is peanut butter on the
That's
kickoff.
Eric Peanut Butter Ball getting his hands on that. Let's take a look at that
Replay.
defensive play there again from that leaping linebacker saving a touchdown.
And just all kinds of time back there for the postman to deliver the football, but he just has a couple men covered late in making his decision and one leap there and a drop back from that defender.
Just a little bit of a late throw there. The timing wasn't great. His receiver was sitting open for a while, but he didn't see him. And here the Bengals taking over from their 28-yard line.
And old stage 5, look at already on the attack from the shotgun. My goodness, the time.
Yeah, we had the Bengals game in week 1, and here he's brought down. Or I'm not sure if we did or if Wingo and Hammer were on that call, but stage 5, he wasn't having a great start to his season, and here he's brought down on the first play of the Bengals.
And it did look like he had people open, Dick. I don't know what he was looking for and what he was not looking for, but he didn't see either.
Well, that was the knock on him in those early weeks, his vision and decision making, and here they are having a rough start as it's 3rd and nearly 30 for the Bengals on their opening drive.
And stage 5 would probably want these first couple plays back. 3rd and about 30. What can you do with it? They go with the best play in the game, and every time it seems, who is that? The Rhino just wants to run into his lineman.
Yeah, the Bengals just aren't seeing the field like they need to in order to execute and move the ball. This is the first drive. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they can get us.
You feeling okay, Dick? I saw you hitting the aspirin there a little bit.
It was a long night last night. We had to put down old Sparky, and I hit the bottle for a little bit. And here, Bengals punter hits a good punt off to Veal Parmesan, who sets the Browns up from midfield.
Well, good yardage there for the postman, and I am sorry to hear about Sparky, though, Dick. But he was pretty old for a tortoise.
Yeah, these things happen. Sometimes you got to put your pets off into a better place. And here, Metcalf in a great place around the outside with lots of space. He's already up over 50 yards rushing for the day. Taint, wow.
And my goodness, are you keeping track of that in your head, or is actually Kevin doing some help over here somewhere? My goodness.
Yeah, no,
I apologize my escalation of my voice, Ted.
I had the intern in our ear, gave me a stat. Let's hope it's accurate. It's better than normally, where I just have dead air and no help. Keep it coming, Kevin. Good work. And here they keep it going with Veal Parmesan. The same play again, picks up 11. They're just running this ball at will, Taint.
And that young man, Veal Palm, is moving the ball for his team. And if you get it, just look at him. He is built like an armadillo.
And I think they're going to keep feeding them all day here. They wouldn't run the same play again, would they? No, they go up the middle here. The give is to Veal Parmesan, though. He gets just one, and you can tell he's a little bit exhausted after those 2 long scampers.
He does look like he does have a bit of the corn sweat, so to speak.
It is a hot, humid day here in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Browns look to take a bigger lead here. Kozar delivers downfield into traffic again to Mark. Fanny pack carrier. Wow, what a throw there from the postman.
And he just barely got that one in there in the tight coverage. 2 men on him and tight. It looked like he had an open man up at the top of the field, but the postman just likes putting those letters into tight places.
Yeah, it's been interesting. He's taken the throws that he's made to open men, he's missed. The couple that he's made to covered men, he's fit into tight windows, and they've put points on the board. It's a 10-0 lead for the Browns as the Bengals take the ball back, and
that is peanut
butter on the return.
And let's see what this offense can do here, Dick. They did not do much of nothing to start. They just went backwards, actually.
No, they went backwards quite a ways. Let's see if they can get the ball moving in the right direction.
No. Oh my
goodness, Rhino has burst his way through that. I thought he was tackled in the backfield. Holy cow, I can't believe he broke free of the grasp of the defenders there, Taint.
My goodness, and just when it maybe looked like they were ready up for another big loss, somehow the Rhino breaks through and gets 5 yards.
Well, sometimes, the nicknames of these men just make sense. He was a Rhino there running through, but here, stage 5, couldn't get away from Clay Matthews.
And what a play by that defense. They were not tricked by the play action.
That was the first time I think Bengals went with that play action after trying to set up the run there. Browns didn't bite. They made the play, and here, 3rd and 8. Klingler, he's got men downfield and open. He checks down to a covered receiver, and it's intercepted. He was looking for Fenner. He was looking for Derek Ferrari Fenner, and he found the Browns defender.
And this is just about the worst thing that could happen with a minute and change left to play in this half for the Brownskies. I mean, for the Bengals. Excuse me there. I keep
confused. They look they're like the same. The jerseys are the same but opposite.
It is.
You know what I mean? They both kind of look like one another. But here, 1st and 10, incomplete pass from the Browns, but they are in scoring territory already after the turnover.
And the postman staying aggressive. Look at this 4 wide. They really want to get another big score.
Yeah, the Browns trying to pile it on early against our AFC North foe. Here he is, men open downfield, checks it down to Veal Parmesan, who's going to get brought down in the backfield.
It looked like he maybe had 2 of those interior slot receivers open, one at the 5 and one at the 10, and I just do not know if he saw them, didn't see them. I know the linemen are big, but my goodness.
Yeah, these quarterbacks having trouble finding the open man, and here he delivers to a covered receiver again, and this is going to be picked off by Fulcher, the cornerback. Fulcher, the vulture, they call him. He's out there making big plays on defense for the Bengals here, and they needed that. They couldn't allow more points to get on the board there, Taint.
And I know the postman feels he has that special timing over there with fanny pack, but he's just covered. Throw it to one of the men that are open.
Yeah, these quarterbacks got to start making better decisions. There's always a good decision. Hand the ball to Rhino. No, he fumbles.
My goodness.
A rare fumble from the Rhino. Harold the Rhino Green coughs it up going into halftime. I honestly thought we were just ending the first quarter there, Taint. I lost track of time, I'm not going to lie. But halftime is upon us, and the Browns have a fairly convincing 10-0 lead over the Bengals right now.
Well, you sort of hit the nail on the head. Just everything looks the same for the most part in this game. The uniforms look the same. The helmets look the same. The teammates of the teams looking the same except for Veal Parmesan. He is the only one worth anything out there right now.
And Kozar, he does have the 1 touchdown completion, but he's got the interception to give away as well. Veal Parm. Are we pausing for
let's
any
look at the
station
first half
identifications or anything?
highlights.
That's right, that's what we do. Let's take a peek at the first half highlights here from the game between the Browns and the Bengals. Tight window with that safety there, but Postman fit it in, Taint.
And what a throw there.
Fit it in, Taint.
And what a throw there by the quarterback there. Weaving that ball in between the defenders. It did not look like there was space, but somehow there was a reception. And here, my goodness.
Here, space for Veal Parmesan straight up the gut, up the middle. That's a 20-yard gain there by the Browns.
He does have a bit of the corn sweat, so to speak.
It is a hot, humid day here in Cleveland, Ohio. as the Browns look to take a bigger lead here. Kozar delivers downfield into traffic again to Mark. Fanny pack carrier. Wow, what a throw there from the postman.
And like they don't know what to do.
Yeah, sometimes you have those big plays, and then you get yourself down to a shorter part of the field. And Bengals, employing that bend, don't break mentality on defense. Let's see if they break here. Kozar out of the gun. He's got all day to throw. He's got a man open.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, what a play by the linebacker there to elevate and knock that pass away. It looked like a sure touchdown when it left the postman's hand.
And I know the postman feels he has that special timing over there with fanny pack, but he's just covered. Throw it to one of the men that are open.
Yeah, these quarterbacks got to start making better decisions. There's always a good decision. Hand the ball to Rhino. No, he fumbles.
My goodness.
A rare fumble from the Rhino. Harold the Rhino. Peanut butter on the return.
And let's see what this offense can do here, Dick. They did not do much of nothing to start. They just went backwards, actually.
They went backwards and backwards quite a ways. Let's see if they can get the ball moving in the right direction.
No. Oh my
goodness. Rhino has burst his way through that. I thought he was tackled in the backfield. Holy.
Those interior slot receivers open, one at the 5 and one at the 10, and I just do not know if he saw them, didn't see them. I know the linemen are big, but my goodness.
Yeah, these quarterbacks having trouble finding the open man, and here he delivers to a covered receiver again, and this is going to be picked off by Fulcher, the cornerback. Fulcher the Vulture, they call him. He's out there.
Black cat. Black cats, I believe.
Naked cat.
That is the name of the product.
What product?
El Gato.
What product?
The product that is how I get
That sound there?
any of the video
That's an
things.
input.
It's the
That's a product
HDMI
of an
input thing.
device.
That is the brand.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn
and I
this
have.
off.
That is it is very distracting. And I bought that Elgato at Thompson's.
Thompson's has all your
An
streaming
electronic warehouse.
electronic supplies. They are the
Creme de la
I
creme.
was gonna say what consistent sponsor of Tecmo Super Bros
And
podcast.
here, they look like they're coming off for the kick.
Browns to kick it away here to start the second half. The Bengals really need to get going here, Taint, and maybe they can use this short kick.
And my goodness.
He gets wrapped up after just a 5-yard return.
And at the end of the half, we saw each team an opportunity with a turnover to potentially get some points on the board, and they just kept giving the ball back and forth.
Yeah, these offenses struggled, especially the offense of the Cincinnati Bengals here. Looks like they're going to try to get a balanced attack going. They start on the ground.
Well, they just have to get something going, and with some of their passes being play action, keying off of their running game, they need to get that running game going.
Yeah, they did well to get Rhino going earlier in the year when they played the the Niners. Here, Klingler delivers into heavy coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't intercepted.
And he had a little bit of time, maybe somewhat open, but he just threw it to the guy who was covering, and he wasn't catching it.
The decision making from Klingler. And I wonder if they're talking in Cincinnati rumbles about maybe him getting replaced or getting benched, because he's just not cutting it for them.
What a play there by that defense there, Dick. There was a gentleman that went through 2 blockers, maybe even 3, to deny the first down for the Rhino.
And Rhino unable to burst through the defense there. They did great. Stood their ground. Got to him quickly here. A great boot from the Bengals punter taken by Veal Parmesan, and he's going to fumble the ball just outside the Browns 20, and the Bengals are going to pick it up. They're going to scoop, and they're going to score. That's exactly what the Bengals needed there, Taint. My goodness, what a turn of events.
And my goodness, you could just get the sense that that special teams group was looking to make a play. How quickly they swarmed to the punter and then the returner. And we've got a game.
And you wonder if that injury last week of Veal Parmesan had anything to do with him not being able to hold on to the ball there. The fumble being caused by the Bengals special teams. What a big play. Here, Veal Parm looking to redeem himself after that. Let's watch that fumble there, Taint. How did they punch it out from Veal Parmesan here?
Well, you just see he is just barely getting the kickoff, and it is a short one, which allows the defenders to get there quickly, and just two men put hats on his hat at one time, and it just pops loose.
It's just a heavy hit from two Bengals at once. Veal Parmesan had nothing he could do. We got a whole new ball game now as the Browns take over from their 25-yard line.
And now let's see how these teams respond to only being a field goal apart. If they go aggressive, or if they start to turtle.
Bernie, the postman Kozar, drops back, but it looks like he wants to run. He takes off upfield, and he makes a big gain. He's got 20 yards, nearly 25 yards on that first down run. What a play by the postman.
And you don't think of the postmen when you think of fleet-footed. Some would even put stage 5 above him, but here he scoots for quite a nice little gain.
Yeah, his biggest run of the season there as he gives back to Veal Parmesan, who has that space again down around the outside. He only picks up 5 this time, though.
And there was about 3 defenders waiting for him in that next layer. He wasn't going to get nowhere more than that.
Yeah, it seems like the Bengals maybe trying to limit those big plays from the Browns, not giving up the big runs. Here, Kozar's going to take off again, making men miss in the secondary. What a drive from him. What a few couple plays on his feet.
That is almost, I think, the same play that he did it on last time. I don't know what he sees or doesn't see that made him scoot immediately, but he's reading that play well.
Yeah, both times he's decided to run quickly, and he's run with conviction. And here he's got a man, Brian, can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, wide open over the middle.
And old postman just moving down the field methodically like he's going from house to house delivering lettuce.
And the Browns offense is capable of doing this. They've had a balanced attack all day. The postman, he's been finding receivers open. Here he's under duress, pressure, and a 9-yard sack from Lamar Riverboat Rogers.
Well, let's just not throw that one away right quite yet. We don't know this young man.
This is true, but I didn't find that to be that great of a one. I thought it was kind of a throwaway that just flowed well.
Well, we can just always use it as a throwaway too, because some of these linemen, they only do one thing, one game.
Could be a lot of men named Riverboat too.
And here, no, my goodness.
Kozar taking a shot deep. This time he finds the wide open Brian. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen for his first touchdown of the afternoon.
And what a throw there from the postman. He had time. His man was open, and they connected. Here we go, Browns.
Browns continuing to impress here on all sides of the ball this afternoon against a decent division rival here too, Taint.
Well, anytime you are in the division, it means you know each other's tendencies. You are playing twice a year. You are familiar, and that breeds hatred.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. I mean, what are you seeing out there? Do you think it's been a schematic thing for the Browns here leading their way? Or more the players just outplaying the competition?
Well, it just seems like the players are doing their job sometimes, and other times not. And here you go, look at stage 5, firing it up and man.
Finally, stage 5 with some success through the air. That's a 25-yard pickup down the field. Was that Eddie Bumblebee Brown?
That was Bumblebee Brown on that catch. And here we go. Maybe they're going to stop moving the ball. I mean, we are getting low on time just into the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency on offense for sure. Here's stage 5. Looks like he's going to run, but he doesn't. Decides to throw it into coverage and almost has that ball intercepted.
Man, did you see the defense just perk up once they thought he might run? that might be something to keep in your pocket, because they just heads on a swivel and then whoop whoop over the top, stop and pass it. He just was not able to complete it.
Yeah, it was a good play. That little, if he shows run, he can bring those defenders up, take their eyes off the receivers for a minute, but he couldn't deliver accurately. Here, the Bengals need to deliver on a 3rd and short if they want to keep their chances alive.
And this is a big 3rd down, Dick. A big 3rd down. I mean, this might be just about, they might have to go for it if they don't get it.
I do think this is 4 down territory for the Bengals. Stage 5, waiting to the very last second.
He wants it all.
He sends it deep, way downfield, and my goodness, what a leaping catch by Carl Honeybee Pickens. And that's a huge play from the Bengals offense as they get this game within 4 points, 3 points if the extra point goes through.
My goodness, stage 5 and a prayer just whipped it up there. And the old bump, the Honeybee, was able to come down with it.
I thought for a second there that stage 5 was going to wait so long that he got sacked, but the defenders were just right there in his face. He delivered a moon ball downfield to Honeybee. Wow.
Let's take a look at that one, Dick.
What a game, and what a play here from this Bengals offense to keep them in it, Taint.
And just with the time that he has, the worried about being sacked, here comes the little bit of late pressure, and he just sings it up there, and Honeybee gets under it and leaps. Looks like the Brownies were just going to catch it where it fallen.
Yeah, what a play to go up and get it at its high point. What a throw, and did you see the shot that stage 5 took? You know, your teammates do nothing but gain respect for you when they see you lay your body on the line to make a play like that.
Oh, the first person Honeybee looked for was stage 5.
Here, Kozar, they're going to go to the air here. Thought maybe they'd run the ball out, but no! He takes a shot downfield and just misses.
And they just must have saw something. I think that was one of those run-pass options at the line where he just made that couple head fakes and hand movements, and they knew they was going pass. They almost had it.
It did look like they got to the line, and he made a change when he saw something in the defense, but here they go back to Old Faithful, Veal Parmesan around the outside. He's got to be near the century mark.
And he is just moving the ball effectively. Pretty much, if they don't get jump the snap count, he's getting 4 or 5.
Yeah, that side of the line has just been dominant for the Browns so far this afternoon. Let's see if they keep going there. No, they throw the ball, and Kozar is going to be sacked for a big loss. That's Riverboat again on the sack.
Well, this man is definitely making a name for himself.
He's earning it. Sometimes you give a guy a name, and he says, "Well, I've got to do my job to earn that nickname." Here,
with
Bernie.
The sack, the clock does continue to tick, though, Dick.
The clock does tick, and here, Cadillac Bardell caught on the line. Looked like he had a big hole, but he couldn't find it. My goodness, 3rd and long here. Do the Bengals have a chance?
And what do you do here as the Browns? Do you do the run? Because no matter what, they are getting the ball back with time. Or do you try to throw the pass?
It's tough here. You could just play it safe and punt it away here on 4th down. Looks like they're going to go to the air, though, because the postman is in shotgun 4 wide. He's got a man wide open.
He's a man.
Who's he delivered to? Oh, just over the tips of the defender.
That's unfortunate. He had a man downfield running alone there, Dick.
He did. He had a man downfield. He also had a man somewhat shallow, but there was yardage to be had. We made the wrong decision. Bengals make the play. And here the Browns get away a lousy punt. And this is going to give the Bengals great field position as Honeybee gets the return. And that could be big time there, team. Your special teams mistakes can cost your team the game.
And what on earth happened to that punt? My goodness. He did not get much of that one.
There's only 45 seconds left.
There are only 45 seconds left. Uh-oh.
Get out of bounds, Rhino! And here, a 1st down run. The clock's going to tick. I can't believe they put the ball on the ground there, Taint.
You know it only ticks for maybe about 8 seconds.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying.
I mean, as many seconds as you can
and if
save.
you click your play, it stops.
Well, that doesn't make sense, but okay. That does happen.
And he had 19 ticks to play. Down by 3.
Thank you.
Just about at midfield. My goodness, this is what they play the game for, Dick.
Yeah, the crunch time here. They go to the ground again. No, it's a flea flicker.
My goodness.
They're taking a shot deep. Is this going to make it to the end zone? My goodness. What a play. What a play. They took a shot right there. I can't believe they went with the trickery on the last play. almost pays off, but a big play in the secondary denies stage 5 Taint. What a game.
What a matchup between these two. The alterations and transitions and changes that were made at halftime made this one really exciting here at the end, with the Bengals almost coming back and just a pass deflection away from maybe winning there, Dick. Hooey!
Yeah, what a game. What a game. It seemed like the Browns may run away with it, but no, the Bengals keep it tight to the bitter end. Classic AFC North matchup in this week 3 of Tecmo Super Bros. I'm Dick Regent, as always, with Taint Supper.
And we'll look at that.
We'll look at the highlights of the game before we get out of here.
Those interior slot receivers open and one at the throw that one away right quick. Throw that one away right quite yet. We don't know this young man.
This is true, but I didn't find that to be that great of a one. I thought it was kind of a throwaway that just flowed well.
Yeah, we can just always use it as a throwaway too, because some of these linemen, they only do one thing, one game.
Could be a lot of men named Riverboat too.
And yeah, no, my goodness.
Kozar taking a shot deep. This time he finds the wide open Brian. If you ball game now as the Browns take over from their 25-yard line.
And now let's see how these teams respond to only being a field goal apart. If they go aggressive or if they start to turtle.
Bernie, the postman Kozar, drops back, but it looks like he wants to run. He takes off upfield, and he makes a big gain. He's got 20 yards, nearly 25 yards on that first down run. What a...
9, the first down for the Rhino.
Yeah, Rhino unable to burst through the defense there. They did great. Stood their ground. Got to him quickly here. A great boot from the Bengals punter, taken by Ville Parmesan, and he's going to fumble the ball just outside the Browns 20, and the Bengals are going to pick it up. They're going to scoop, and they're going to score. That's exactly what the Bengals need.
That's unfortunate. He had a man downfield running alone there, Dick.
He did. He had a man downfield. He also had a man somewhat shallow, but there was yardage to be had. We made the wrong decision. Bengals make the play, and here the Browns get away a lousy punt, and this is going to give the Bengals great field position as Honeybee gets the return.
And he had 19 ticks to play, down by 3.
Thank you.
Just about at midfield. My goodness, this is what they play the game for, Dick.
Yeah, the crunch time here. They go to the ground again. No, it's a flea
oh my
flicker.
goodness.
They're taking a shot deep. Is this going to make it to the end zone? My goodness, what a play. What a play. Chances alive.
And this is a big third down, Dick. A big third down. I mean, this might be just about, they might have to go for it if they don't get it.
I do think this is four down territory for the Bengals. Stage 5, waiting to the very last second.
He wants it all.
He sends it deep, way downfield, and my goodness, what a leaping catch by Carl Honeybee Pickens. And that's a
And here, yeah, well, too bad. But we're gonna have to get through the rest of this week 3 to get to our game, Hammer. What did you think of the last broadcast there?
You know, I thought Dick struggled in the first half a little bit. He seemed rusty. He seemed shaken up by the loss of his tortoise that they had to go put down. We're all sad for him.
Such a sad day.
You know, we love Dick over here, and we don't like to see him down.
We do love him.
He's a brother, and we care for him, but he was off. They picked it up in the second half, though it helps the game picked up. But I'm excited for our game today, Wingo.
And here we go, regular season, 3rd week, the New Orleans Saints facing off against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Steve Wingels, as always, here with my host, Beau Hammerton. How are you doing today, Hammer?
I am doing great, Wingo. Look at these two teams. You want to talk about some good-looking uniforms out there today. I like this. I like the way this is looking. Let's get us going, Morton Anderson.
It's better than being all brown, and that is Morton Boda Rocket Anderson kicking off to David Caveman Lang, and he will get a short return, and here we are heading off for the first drive of the game featuring the contractor. Quite the thrower, quite the builder sometimes of some big drives, Hammer.
Yeah, you know, that's how he got his name. He builds this team basically every day in practice. He's a great leader, a great quarterback in here.
And he gives it to the bus off the top side, and Bettis will be taken down for a quick 2-yard gain.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the guy that has to tackle Jerome the bus. Bettis, he is a load and put a beating on you every time.
And here's the contractor with 3 men wide to the bottom, dropping back. He has time, he has space. He finds Willie Wildcard Anderson down the bottom side across midfield. 1st and 10 Rams.
What a dart from the contractor there. He had the man wide open on the go route, and he just let her rip, put it in the breadbasket. Big gain there for the Rams.
Here we go. Contractor, he hands it off down the bottom side to the bus, who will break. No, get tackled for a quick 2-yard gain. Those are tough yards, Hammer.
Yeah, great strength there by the first defender. Rarely does the bus get brought down by the first defender that gets to him. That time he was.
You're correct. That first defender did get him down that time, Hammer. And here we go, the contractor with 4 men wide. He has some time. Looks downfield. He has a man that is priced, but it will fall incomplete. Old Pickle Juice going to pick up that one, Hammer.
No, the coverage getting there late. Looked like maybe Pickle Juice heard some footsteps. Contractor's got to deliver that ball on time, or I think he could have taken a shot deep there to his guy up top.
It did look like he had a man open, and here the contractor has several men, and a leaping catch by Pickle Juice this time. He goes up and gets it. I'll be brought down at the 10-yard line.
Wow, Wingo. I thought he overthrew his man by 10 yards there. And then Pickle Juice, who is a very, very white tight end. He showed some ups there, but he's big too. 250. Wow, big time elevation there from the guy.
And you can hear the Pickle Juice in the crowd when he catches the ball, Hammer. And here the contractor throws across the middle of a covered man. It will fall incomplete.
Right in the middle of the field, he's got a man double covered. It's a bad decision there for the contractor.
And we've seen poor quarterback decision making all season here so far. What do you think about that, Hammer?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's they just don't see the open guy a lot of time. But here, Lang sees the open lane.
And my goodness, off the top side, touchdown, David Caveman Lang.
Caveman.
Someone wrote very snarly, Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin, you right so we can see.
Just take up the appropriate room. It's okay.
Hey, man, yeah, that doesn't even look like letters. But it looks like 7 for the Rams after that nice run.
And with the extra point by the Diamond, that will take them up to 7-0. Here on the return is double slot McAfee, and he will get to the double shot McAfee will get to the 30-yard line. Let's take a look at that touchdown run, Hammer.
Yeah, the seas just parted and opened up big time for Caveman here. The Rams have been setting up. It's almost like they set up the running game with the passing game this drive. A few big plays. And then here, the Saints just don't bring the rush. They don't bring the men into the box. And Lang has free roam.
into the end zone, 6 points. What a beautifully constructed drive there by the contractor.
And here come the Saints offense led by Wade Pool Boy Wilson for the response, Hammer. First time they're getting to touch the ball. Let's see what they do.
See if they can match the intensity of that Rams offense here. Play fake on first play.
And the Pool Boy dropping back. He has some men open. He avoids the pass rush, and he gets it way downfield down to Quinn Honeyoaks early, who makes a diving catch. And he will be caught at about the 8-yard line.
My goodness, Wingo. Did you see that beautiful throw? The tightness of that spiral when it left his hand. What a pitch and catch. And let's not sell that diving catch short. What a play there by Honeyoaks. Wow, Wingo.
And for Pool Boy to avoid the rush and get the throw off, what a play. And here we go. Pool Boy from the shotgun has some men open, throws it, just a diving catch, and that is Honeyoaks again.
Honeyoaks again. That guy, he must have eaten a big bowl of honey oats this morning. Thompson's honey oats probably, Wingo, because he is flying out there. 2 beautiful diving catches back to back, and you can tell that Pool Boy really trusts his receiver out there.
And back-to-back scoring drives to open the game here, Hammer. That might mean we're in for a shootout, so to speak.
Seems like we are in for a treat here, Wingo. We've got 2 high-powered, big-time offenses going at it. I'm excited. Let's take a look at that great catch from Honeyoaks there.
And again, the throw and catch, the timing from those two.
Getting the play queued up. Kevin! All right, Wade drops back. He had time. He had men wide open up top, but he's feeling that early game connection with Honeyoaks. He goes his way, and Honeyoaks makes the play. Beautiful.
And 7-7 with the contractor coming out to lead the men on his side. 2 men wide, 2 men back. He will hand it off, and somehow the bus gets only a loss of 2 yards. Looked like it was going to be a lot worse there, Hammer.
Yeah, he did well to have some damage control there on that play, the bus did, because it looked like he was going to get taken for about 6 or 7.
And here we are in the waning seconds of the first quarter. Maybe 1 play, 2 if it's a quick incompletion here. The contractor has men downfield, surveys, waiting, throws the ball, has a man who will leap, and it will fall incomplete, and that will end the quarter.
And this is great. I mean, he had all day in the pocket, and you love to see it because these 2 quarterbacks are not afraid to take shots. I think we're in for more big plays here today, Wingo.
And these offenses continue to be aggressive, and here again is the contractor with 4 men wide, 3 to the bottom. Great blocking all day. He has time. He steps up.
Wow.
Thought he had space maybe, but also looked at people open there, Hammer.
Yeah, it looked like he had guys open downfield. He thought he saw a seam to run through, but Vaughn Johnson was hiding there behind the line and brought it down immediately. What a play.
And here, Don Double Barrel Bracken comes out to punt for the Rams. Patrick Anchovy Newman on the return, who will quickly be taken down for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Double Barrel. He can really bang them out there. It's a pretty decent punt there. Would have liked to pin him a little deeper, but
it was Anchovy.
Right, Anchovy did good to pick up a little bit on the return there.
And here we go, 7-7. Pool Boy out to play. 2 men wide, 2 men back. And he hands it off, and that is French Fry.
French Fry Muster, Brad French Fry Muster, one of the 2 tailbacks that the Saints like to use in their offense. Him along with Dalton Double Deuce Hilliard. They get after it, those 2.
Now, as a defense, does that throw you off? 2 different running backs? Are they running at different speeds, tendencies, hit harder?
Yeah, it can be different as a defense. And here, a big play by the Rams defense, but what you asked, Wingo, it can be different paces. They can run them on different plays, use them in different sets. These guys, though, they just use them the same. They just hand them the ball, and these guys run downhill lower their heads and pick up yards.
And third and long here from the pool boy. He will be out of the shotgun and looks like he will have some time. He throws to a man who's double covered, and that will be picked off by the Rams.
Wow.
Maybe a very bad decision that could end up costing his team the game, Hammer.
Yeah, sometimes when you have confidence in your arm, you can have too much confidence. Try to fit it in a window that just isn't there. And that's what the pool boy did there, and it cost him a turnover.
And here, the contractor, he hands it off to the bottom side of the bus, has some blocking, and will get to the 20-yard line.
What a collision there, 9 yards down the field between that safety and the bus. He got a head of steam rolling before that booming hit into that safety.
And as a defensive back, that is not the runner you want to see coming at you. Here's the contractor. Looks like some men are covered downfield, and he somehow fits it into, is that Pickle Juice again?
Pickle Juice again, his favorite target.
And he's been able to hit Pickle Juice several times for success this afternoon, Hammer.
Yeah, they just have a connection they have for years now. The quarterback tight end relationship in combination is an important one, and theirs is a great one.
And here the contractor gives it to Caveman, and he will just get a very short gain on 1st and 10.
And that's that same play that they ran when they got into the end zone with Caveman. Let's see if they try to keep trying to punch it in on the ground here in the red zone.
Well, it once worked for them, so why wouldn't it again? Isn't that the thought?
Yeah, I mean, it's you keep doing something.
Oh, my
the defense
goodness.
stops it in here. A big stop from the Saints. Frank Warren, the big sack.
And what a quick beating of the tackle by Warren there to get to the quarterback, Hammer. It looked like it was in there before he even knew what happened.
Yeah, I was talking with Frank Warren this week, actually. I sat down for a little bit, talked about his work with his hands and the way he uses his hands. And here again, was that him that got to him? No, that's Vaughn Johnson getting his second sack of the day. Wow.
And I don't know how you give that sack just to one person. Looked like the whole defensive line was there, Hammer.
And sometimes that's how it goes, you know. If one guy gets through, there's one crack in the wall, it'll crumble. That's what happened there for the line of the Rams.
And here's the diamond on the kick, and he will miss it to the far side. My goodness, he kicked it the whole way across, Hammer. What happened?
Wow, Wingo. What an incredible turn of events here. It looks like they might go up 14-7. No, then yeah, 10-7 for sure. No, they missed the kick. And it's a tied game again. Or still.
And here comes the pool boy on the play action, and he finds what a play by that defender to just mess up the timing, Hammer.
Yeah, good coverage downfield from the Rams, but he had a back leaking out of the backfield, and I thought he was going to hit him for a nice game. A nice play by that defender to stop the play.
And here the pool boy from the shotgun, and they jump the snap on that, but he gets it off, and a leaping interception. My goodness, what a feast of a roller coaster on that play, Hammer. And he's still going.
He's still running. Wow, what fight from that guy as the time ticks away in the first half. What an end to the half there. The ball slips through the hands of the receiver, is caught. What a return he's fighting for you. I mean, this has been an entertaining game, Wingo.
My goodness, like you said, first you think I'm going up, I'm going not, missed field goal, interception. How do we top this in the second half?
I do not know. You know, I thought it might just be a scoring fest, but then you had the Rams have a drive stall out, and they missed a field goal, and then the Saints in the following possession, they throw a pick right there to end the half when you think they'll go down and score. It's been a tight contest. It's been exciting, and I'm excited for what the second half is going to bring, Wingo.
And let's take a look at those first half highlights, Hammer.
think maybe Pickle Juice heard some footsteps. Contractor's got to deliver that ball on time, or I think he could have taken a shot deep there to his guy up top.
It did look like he had a man open, and here the contractor has several men, and a leaping catch by Pickle Juice this time. He goes up and gets it. It'll be brought down at the 10-yard line.
Wow. Right in the middle of the field, he's got a man double covered. It's a bad decision there for the contractor.
And we've seen poor quarterback decision making all season here so far. What do you think about that, Hammer?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's they just don't see the open guy a lot of time. But here, Lang sees the open lane.
And my goodness, off the top side, trying to touch the ball. Let's see what they do.
See if they can match the intensity of that Rams offense here. Play fake on first play.
And the pool boy dropping back. He has some men open. He avoids the pass rush, and he gets it way downfield down to Quinn Honeyoaks early, who makes a diving catch. And he will be caught at about the 8-yard line.
What a play there by Honeyoaks. Wow, Wingo.
And for pool boy to avoid the rush and get the throw off. What a play. And here we go. Pool boy from the shotgun has some men open, throws it, just a diving catch, and that is Honeyoaks again.
Shots. I think we're in for more big plays here today, Wingo.
And these offenses continue to be aggressive, and here again is the contractor with 4 men wide, 3 to the bottom. Great blocking all day. He has time. He steps up.
Wow.
Thought he had space maybe, but also looked at people open there, Hammer.
Yeah, it looked like he...
Just the one person. Looked like the whole defensive line was there, Hammer.
And sometimes that's how it goes, you know. If one guy gets through, there's one crack in the wall, it'll crumble. That's what happened there for the line of the Rams.
And here's the diamond on the kick, and he will miss it to the far side. My goodness, he kicked it the whole way across.
Backfield, and I thought he was going to hit him for a nice game. A nice play by that defender to stop the play.
And here the pull boy from the shotgun, and they jump the snap on that, but he gets it off, and a leaping interception. My goodness, what a feast of a roller coaster on that play, Hammer. And he's still going.
Still running.
All right, Hammer. Here we go, heading into the second half, tied at 7. The diamond kicking off to double shot, who will take it from the 20, has some space, out to the 35. Couple blockers standing around, he'll be tackled.
You need your kicker to do better than that, Wingo. You can't be kicking the ball to the 20-yard line. It's too good a field position here for the Saints to start in the second half.
And here comes the pull boy. 2 men back, 2 men wide. My chair is broken. Kevin, stop playing with it during halftime. I swear to God. And he'll here on the outside, makes a few men miss, and he will break it open to the 40-yard line.
What a run there by Double Deuce Hilliard. He made 3 men miss, I think. A beautiful cut inside, then back outside. I thought he might take that one to the house, but they did good to chase him down there.
That young man made a lot of space out of nothing, Hammer. And here is the pool boy dropping back. He has a man. That is Honeyoaks. Oh my God, he fumbles. It bounces around.
Outrageous.
The Rams will pick it up and recover.
You just cannot... Whatever... The unexpected is happening around every turn in this game. What a play. What a beautiful leaping catch there again from Honeyoaks. Then he's popped, fumbles, Rams recover. Wow.
My goodness, Hammer. What a game so far. And here the contractor has time, throws it downfield, and incomplete.
I mean, geez and Pete, somebody take my pulse. Wow. This game has me going, Wingo. I might need a cool rag. Do we have a damp rag? Kevin!
Well, he's nowhere to be found. He's probably puffing some reefer behind the scoreboard, and here is the bus off the bottom side, and he will get enough for a first down there, Hammer.
Bus, they just keep handling the ball. He keeps churning out yards. That's the biggest game of the day around the left side there.
And the Rams and the contractor just trying to get through with some of that blue-collar, gritty hard work right now. 2 yards and a cloud of dust, and here the pitch to the bus, and he will get about 1.5 yards, maybe, Hammer.
They give it to him again, but the Saints defense is ready. They had the men in the box that time. They were selling out to stop the run, and they did.
And here comes the contractor. 2 men wide, 2 back. He will hand it off. Yes, he hands that one off to the caveman. Has some room, and he zigs and zags instead of just maybe moving straight forward there, Hammer.
See, now this is another dual backfield here where it is just power. They don't have that speed back that can bring you the pace and bring you that explosiveness. These guys are just big, bruising backs for Rams.
They're just out there looking to find contact, and here comes the contractor, and he has H.R.J.K. Eller down inside the 20. He will make a diving catch, Hammer.
Henry H.I.J.K. Ellard with a big play. That's his first target of the afternoon, although he has been running open down that sideline numerous times, Wingo.
And he has been giving it to the contractor on the sideline, reminding him, letting him know he's open. So let's see what happens. And here the contractor under pressure, always sacked for a 9-yard loss.
Big time play to slow the momentum. I think that's Vaughn Johnson's 3rd sack of the day, but you are right, Wingo. You best believe that one of the everyday truths of the NFL is that if a star receiver isn't getting the ball, he's going to tell someone about it.
And the contractor, managing expectations, and here the play action roll out, and he's going to roll forward and throw back across his body to H.I.J.K. Eller. Touchdown, Rams!
Wow. What vision there from the southpaw contractor. Is he or is he just facing that way? Because the game doesn't do southpaw, does it?
I believe they're all
He's right in there.
Yeah. And
But
with the extra point...
To see the guy across the field.
Oh, the times we have in the booth together, Hammer.
Oh, I mean, we live a lucky life, don't we? We're going to just be here calling Tecmo Super Bros games with one another. This is really living.
And let's see that pass again across his body by the contractor, Hammer. Take us through it.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't say enough about this play from the contractor. Beautiful play fake that sells the defense. They all go the wrong way. Takes his time, peeks back across field, and when you look back across field like that as a quarterback, you have to have the arm strength to get it there before the defense can cover, and he does. He zipped that baby into H.I.J.K., and they put 7 more points on the board.
And what a route by H.I.J.K. on there for the touchdown. Here comes the pool boy and the Saints offense to respond. Throwing downfield to Honey Oats again, and another one almost thrown. Oh my, Honey Oats took a late hit there, Hammer.
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised and kind of upset that a flag didn't come out for that one. That was way too late. I like when the boys are playing physical, but you can't be having that.
And here, the pool boy, 2 men wide, 2 back. He has some time. There's a man running downfield. He sees him. That is Eric Marblemouth Martin, who will not make the catch. 3rd and long for the pool boy.
Yeah, they needed to come down with that one as time ticks away here in the 3rd quarter. That time's going to be their enemy here as this game continues. Could have been a huge play for the Saints there.
And here's the pool boy on 3rd and 10, 3rd and long, and he hands it off to, no, it's the play action flea flicker thing, and he finds the muster across the side, and they will get a 1st down.
They're looking for the big play there on the play or on the what's that called? Flea flicker. Sorry, my brain stopped for a second there, but French fry muster gets it on the check down, because the Rams were disciplined and had those deep routes covered.
And what a play there by the New Orleans offense. Here's the pull boy from the shotgun, opening the 4th quarter. He has some men downfield. He throws it way down. That's Marblemouth, who will dive it off the fingertips. Hammer.
2 close calls now to Marblemouth on this drive. That one just out of the reach of his outstretched fingertips. Pretty good throw there. I thought they might have had that one, Wingo.
And it looked like he had a couple steps on everyone, just was not able to pull it down. Here's the pool boy. He finds French fry across the bottom, first down.
That's what they need. They just keep needing to move the sticks, keep this drive going. They need to get points on this drive here, or else I think the Rams will be able to take the clock down, Wingo.
This is a huge drive with time ticking away. That clock moves fast, and it feels like it moves faster in the fourth quarter, Hammer.
It really does. You know, time flies when you're having fun, and time flies in the fourth quarter of tight football games. And the Saints are against the clock right now.
And the pool boy looked like he was looking downfield to zing it, didn't see what he liked, and just turned to his side, and it looked like he threw it as hard as he could off the face mask of his running back, so it would not be caught, Hammer.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy there. He didn't look like what he looked like, like what he saw downfield. Here, he likes what he sees from the 8-yard gain from his back.
And that's double deuce on the gain, who will leave them for third and short. And now, what do you pick? Probably a run, Hammer, right?
You don't know. I mean, with 3rd and 1 and in 4-down territory here, you can go any way. If you're the Saints, they do go on the ground to muster.
And he will find enough yardage. This drive stays alive. Hope is still there. Here we go, pool boy.
And the big part of this drive, Wingo, is the Saints are winning the battles in the trenches. They've had great pass protection on the pass plays. They've got good penetration on the run plays. Let's see if they can keep winning that battle in here.
It definitely looks like someone that line of the Rams were sucking air, but not in this play. They broke through, knew the snap count, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And it looked like they heard me there as Fred Stokes comes bursting through to make a big-time sack.
And here's the pool boy, 2 men wide, 2 men back. 2nd and long, just a few ticks to play here in the fourth quarter. He surveys, he has a man that's more of a mouth again, and it will get him down.
Wow, Wingo. Big time throw. The 3rd time they go to Marble Mouth this drive, and finally it works out, you know. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Throw it to me a 3rd time, we're in the end zone. Wow.
I'm not sure that's how that one ends, Hammer, but good for that young man to make that catch, just because I'm sure the mental game he is going through right now in his own head, he probably thought he was out of the league a couple minutes ago, but now he's the hero.
Yeah, and that's just how the NFL works. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and it happens in the blink of an eye, and you just got to take that ride and love it.
And a short return there for the caveman, who will not help out the contractor, starting from his own 13, tied with 2 to play here, Hammer. Dropping back, he does have some time. He has some men open. He will find Pickle Juice across the middle, and that will get them a quick 15-yard gain.
I know, 2 minutes seems like a lot of time, but that clock will tick away quickly, Wingo. They're gonna have to get downfield quickly if they want to score and win this game in regulation.
And with just a minute and a half to play, the contractor comes out with 4 men wide, heavy to the bottom. He will have some time, surveys, and he looks for HIJK, but overthrows it by so much. And how did that defender not come down with it, Hammer?
That is what makes the difference between defensive backs and receivers right there. That's why that guy's on the defensive side of the ball, Wingo. Ball hits him in the chest, and he just doesn't make the catch. Would have been a big-time play and maybe won the game for the Saints.
And here the contractor, do you think about running it? No, he's back for the pass again, and again he finds a receiver open. Who is that? That is Wildcard Anderson. He will get across midfield, Hammer, 45 to play. Here we go, my goodness.
Wow, Wingo. You never know what you're going to get from the wild card, do you? But he comes up with big plays all the time for this offense, and that's exactly what he did there.
And the contractor again out the pass. This time he will think he has room, but he doesn't find it, and the clock will tick as we're waiting away. My goodness, Hammer. We're down to 28 to play.
Frank Warren showing you those hand skills again as he breaks through the line and brings down the contractor. The Rams picked that play immediately to make sure that no time slipped away.
And that is just good signaling there from the sideline, giving the contractor as much time as humanly possible. This time everyone's covered. He throws it incomplete. He maybe could have went to the other back, but at least he didn't lose any time. It's getting close to maybe last play of the game here, Hammer.
He's going to have to send this one deep. I think if this ball is inbounds anywhere, it's the last play of the game. Let's see what they do.
And here he takes his time. He throws downfield. Oh, what a block by the defensive back, and we are headed to overtime, Hammer.
What a play there. And in a game like this, you can ask for nothing more than some free extra football. My goodness, Wingo, let's go.
Brought to you by Ninja Gaiden, sold at Thompson's Electronics Warehouse. And here, the Diamonds and Dias kicks it off to Double Shot, who will take it from his 5. He's out to the 20, makes one, and fumbles. Oh no! And the Rams recover. The Rams recover in overtime.
No. And just like that, Wingo, the Saints cough up a fumble on the opening kick of overtime. And the Rams, I mean, they could kick a field goal right now if they wanted to, because they are in range and that would win the game.
So what do you think? Do you come out and kick on first down if you're the coach, Hammer? Do you try and center it back up to kicker? What do you do?
I think you do exactly what they're doing right here. You put the ball on the ground. You tell your guys, you wrap that baby up with 2 arms. You hold her secure, and here it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal kicking team. After that 5 or 6 yard pickup. They did miss one earlier, Wingo.
And they did want to place it for the Diamonds kick, and he will make it, and that will close us out in overtime. The Rams are victorious. Oh, that fumble is heartbreaking, Hammer.
I tell you what, that I hope the teammates of that young lad are picking him up in the locker room right now, because after a battle, after an absolute war on the gridiron like that, to cough up the game with a fumble on a kickoff like that. I mean, he's gonna be upset with himself, and he's gonna need picking up. But I tell you what, they have nothing to hang their heads about. The Saints played hard. The Rams played hard. That's the way a football game is supposed to look, Wingo.
And my goodness, what a game, Hammer. Let's take a look at those second half highlights, hopefully quicker than the first half. We had to smack Kevin around.
Yeah,
so
I don't know where he
okay.
is. I hope he's back there getting the highlights situated, but yeah, I'm hearing from him. He's got the highlights ready to go. Might take that second half, but they did good to chase him down there.
That young man made a lot of space out of nothing, Hammer. And here is the pool boy dropping back. He has a man. That is Honey Oats.
No.
Oh my God, he fumbles. It bounces around.
Outrageous.
The Rams will pick it up and recover.
You just cannot. It's too good a field position here for the Saints to start in the second half.
And here comes the pull boy. 2 men back, 2 men wide. My chair is broken. Kevin, stop playing with it during halftime. I swear to God. And here we are on the offside, makes a few men miss, and he will break it open to the 40-yard line.
What a run there. Backfield here where it is just power. They don't have that speed back that can bring you the pace and bring you that explosiveness. These guys are just big, bruising backs for Rams.
They're just out there looking to find contact, and here comes the contractor, and he is H.R.J. Eller down inside the 20. Will make a diving catch, Hammer.
Henry H. Stokes comes bursting through to make a big-time sack.
And here's the pool boy. 2 men wide, 2 men back. 2nd and long, just a few ticks to play here in the 4th quarter. He surveys, he has a man that's more of a mouth again, and it will get him down.
Wingo. Big time throw. The 3rd time they go to Marble. Everyday truth of the NFL is that if a star receiver isn't getting the ball, he's going to tell someone about it.
And the contractor, managing expectations, and here the play action roll out, and he's going to roll forward and throw back across his body to H.I.J.K. Eller. Touchdown, Rams!
Wow. What vision there from...
It's getting close to maybe last play of the game here, Hammer.
He's going to have to send this one deep. I think if this ball is inbounds anywhere, it's the last play of the game. Let's see what they do.
And here he takes his time. He throws downfield. Oh, what a block by the defensive back, and we are headed to overtime, Hammer.
What a play there. Let's go.
Brought to you by Ninja Gaiden, sold at Thompson's Electronics Warehouse. And here, The Diamonds and Dias kicks it off to Double Shot, who will take it from his 5. He's out to the 20, makes one, and fumbles. Oh no! And the Rams recover. The Rams recover in overtime.
And just, you guys, you wrap that baby up with 2 arms. You hold her secure, and here it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal kicking team after that 5 or 6 yard pickup. They did miss one earlier, Wingo.
And they did want to place it for the Diamonds kick, and he will make it, and that will close us out in overtime. The Rams are victorious. Oh, that All right, let's head into our Week 4 games this week. We'll see Atlanta and the Raiders and New England and Houston. First, let's head out to our game, Hammer. And here, Jeff Hostetter coming back, the farmer.
That's
big time.
That's big.
And here we go, regular season Week 4. We have the Atlanta Falcons against the Los Angeles Raiders, a cross-conference matchup. I'm Steve Wingels with my partner, as always, Beau Hammer. How are you doing today, Hammer?
It's Beau Hammer. Done. Wingo. Seems like you're out, brother. Hey, I'm excited. We got a lot of silver and black out there on the field today. We got a healthy farmer coming back into the game. I'm glad because I don't know if the Raiders had a chance without him. He's the leader of this offense. And I'm just excited to see what these two teams bring today.
Jeff Moonpie Jager kicking off to prime time. He will take it at his own 10. He will actually break 2 tackles already, and my goodness, he is quick, Hammer.
Yeah, a lot of times if you get your hands on him, you can bring him down. He's not the biggest guy, but he did break 2 tackles there. But he is the fastest and most electrifying player in the NFL.
And out comes Chris Manwich Miller to lead the Falcons. Here he is pitching to Eric Big Black Dickerson off the bottom for a quick 7-yard gain.
And he is a force to be reckoned with. He runs fast, he runs hard, he's a big back, he's tough to bring down. And this Atlanta team, it just has a balanced offense altogether. The Raiders are in for work today.
And here comes the Manwich surveying, looking to pass. He will try to make a man miss, and he will be sacked for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that's what you call coverage sack there, Wingo, or at least he couldn't see anybody who was open because he had some time, tried to step up and maneuver in the pocket, but it collapsed on him there.
And a first third down here for the Manwich and the Falcons. They come out with 4 men wide. Here's Manwich. He pitches down to Big Black, who will get the first down and a few more yards.
Yeah, they are confident in that ground game, Wingo. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. I mean, even 3rd and 6 and 7, sometimes they'll hand that ball off because they know he's capable of getting those yards when they need them.
And those linemen are just going down a hill right now, it looks like. And out comes Manwich again on 1st and 10. Drops back. It looks like everyone's open. And he takes forever to throw. Lets a defender get back. And it will fall incomplete.
Wingo, I don't mean to be harsh, but that is simply unacceptable quarterback play. When you've got 3 guys running wide open downfield and you can't see or throw the ball to any of them. Maybe he's not healthy yet. Maybe Farmer's still nursing a little bit of that injury.
And here's Big Black up the middle. He'll try to make a man miss, but he will grab on, and that will result in just a very short gain.
Great strength there by that linebacker to bring down Big Black when he got his hands on him. He had to wait for reinforcements, but he didn't let him go. It's a short game.
Here's Manwich from the gun, has 1 man in motion, drops back, has time, takes off, no he doesn't, and throws to a covered man, incomplete, 4th and 7.
Yeah, and, oh man. Yeah, I said man, I confused Manwich for Farmer earlier, and I'm coming back from the injury.
Oh, perhaps, yes.
I did. Manwich, though, looks like maybe he is hurt because he's just not making the right throws out there.
And that one goes over the head of Murphy Bed for the touchback, but as always, the skirmish ensues.
It's just, just boys having fun out there.
And here, for the first time back this week from injury, we're seeing Jeff the Farmer Hoster leading out the Oakland Raiders. And he will come out with 3 men wide, hands off, no, drops back, looking to throw, has been open, and he goes deep to Murphy Bed, who gets it at the 40.
Wow.
He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
My goodness. And the Farmer looks healthy as ever. They come out on the first play from scrimmage, hit you with the play fake over the top. What a tone-setting play there from the Farmer and Murphy Bed. Wow.
And I think that's the biggest play we've seen all year in any of the Maximo Brothers Sports Network's broadcast, Hammer. One of the biggest plays, and definitely the biggest scoring play in the first quarter we've seen.
Yeah, that's by far the biggest and longest play we've seen thus far. With the games have just seemingly been getting more and more exciting, though, Wingo. So I'm excited for that and hope that continues here this afternoon.
And what a shoestring tackle there on prime time. Looked like he had some more space, but was cut down before he could get there. Manwich looks to scramble again, and then again stops and throws it to the close man who is covered, Hammer.
Yeah, Manwich, he's here and seeing ghosts or feeling footsteps or something, because he's running from a pass rush that just isn't that prevalent, and he's throwing to guys who are covered. He's got to get it figured out.
And here out Manwich comes with 4 men wide, and he will pitch this one to Big Black, who looks to have some space, but no, what a play by that defender to keep this to a 3-yard gain.
It's great pursuit there by the Raiders defense. Looked like there was a little bit of green for Big Black to run through there, but they closed quickly and limited the gain there.
And here's Manwich from the gun, heavy to the bottom side, and he calls his own number on the sweep, and it looks like he might have room. Can he get it? No, he gets caught from behind. Hammer, it'll be 4th and 3.
Calls his own number, and he's not that big of a running threat. Normally, maybe he just saw something, or the coordinator saw something in defense they tried to capitalize on. Oh, and here.
And oh no, he just let that fill up one more time too many, and Howie Long will maybe block and recover that. My goodness, Hammer.
The Raiders, tell you what, it seems like one team has showed up absolutely ready to ball today, and the other one just is not. And the Raiders are setting the tone. They're taking advantage of a sleepwalking Falcons team, and let's see if they can put more points on the board here.
Which you would think would be the opposite, with the Raiders having to travel across the country here to Atlanta to move and play. But here, my goodness, what a long play for no yardage, Hammer.
Yeah, it's you don't want to come out flat like this at a home game. You hope that the fans can pick them up a little bit here, but yeah, give the Raiders credit traveling into hostile territory and just bringing their A game so far.
And here comes the farmer. He hands it off. Yes, that is to... Who is that? Smith.
That's Steve Barncat Smith on the carry off the right side. And the Raiders having their way so far with this Falcons team. We go.
And the Barncat really had no resistance there once he got the ball. Great offensive planning, great offensive design, and execution right here we're seeing from the Raiders today.
Yeah, I mean, from the top down, the plan so far from the head coach and the coordinators making the right plays and the players out there executing, it just looks like they had a good week of preparation and like they're ready to go here. Let's see this run from Barncat again, Wingo. The line, you know me, I'm always talking about the trenches, the battles in the trenches, those big men going face to face every single play. Look at the Raiders just open it up there. Barncat untouched into the end zone.
There was just about no one in his vision till the goal line, Hammer, and at that point, you're not going to stop him.
Yeah, no reason to hit him once he's at the goal line. You know, I mean, he's in. He was untouched. And here, the Raiders swarming on defense. They just look good in all facets right now, Wingo.
And Big Black had some nice runs early, but has run into a little bit more resistance here the last couple times he's touched the ball. And here, Manwich with 4 men wide, he will throw it, and a great back block in the backfield, but another defender gets through, and he will get sacked. And this Raiders team is just firing on all cylinders, Hammer.
This is unreal, Wingo. I mean, these guys are shot out of a cannon today. It seems like they're selling out on the blitz and on the run stopping because the farmer. Manwich is just not here today. This game is just not here.
And the Raiders have seen the grab energy from the farmer coming back in. Here, Manwich waits for a while, and he will find and mark the intern Haynes.
Yeah, wow, that's the first.
Probably better than Kevin. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's see if we can hire Mark, huh? No. Yeah, but that's the first good play through the air there for the Falcons. There was good pass protection. Looked like he almost waded through it, but delivered it to an open receiver. Let's see if they can build off that Wingo.
That's all they have to do now. Heading into halftime, score gets momentum, and here's Big Black on the bottom side, and that blocker will not block for him, and he gets tackled quickly.
Yeah, that young man needs to get back in the film room because that blocker flat out missed his assignment. Big Black would have been picking up 10 or 15 yards there, but instead, 1.
And here's Manwich from midfield, and that center just got destroyed by that lineman. That seems to be a mismatch that we're seeing all game right now, Hammer.
Yeah, Anthony Bell is an animal in the middle of that in the interior defensive line there. I was able to talk to him earlier this week about his game and his development. And he is just, I tell you what, he's gave one of the strongest handshakes I've ever felt in here.
And my goodness, Hammer.
Anthony Bell.
That was weird. Manwich taking some shots here today, not getting rid of the ball quickly. And this is turning into sort of a bloodbath for the Falcons, Hammer.
Yeah, I know we're only in the second quarter.
But my goodness, where's the man even at? Where's the man even at?
I never saw him. I never saw that Raiders player. He came out of nowhere, gets a hand up, blocks the punt. Can we look at that right now?
Let's look at that. I am confused.
Where that guy
what
came
happened?
From. But what a play from the Raiders here on the punt. You are right. It is turning into a bloodbath, Wingo.
And what happens? Where does he come from? I saw the man on the ground.
He's on the. So wow, what a play! You see him get blocked. That man gets blocked, goes to ground, pops right back up immediately. That was.
My goodness, let's look at it one more time. That is amazing.
Watch what happens here. It's kind of tough to see because it happens in the blink of an eye and as the cameras change. This guy, he bursts through one blocker. All right, there he is in. He gets set down, and right in that time, he's up and off his feet, leaping to block that
My goodness.
The athleticism it takes to do something like that, and the strength that it takes to do something like that, Wingo, is almost otherworldly. What a play.
And here comes the farmer out on offense, looking to strike and maybe take a stranglehold so this game is no longer reachable. He throws a Murphy bed, who will catch it in the back of the end zone. My goodness, Hammer.
Absolutely amazing. Murphy bed and the farmer have always had a connection, but right now it just seems like the Raiders can do no wrong. Listen, I don't want to start any rumors, Wingo, but after that pump block and the things we're seeing from the Raiders, I think they need tested. I think this Raiders locker room needs tested, because we haven't seen something like this yet this season. And personally, coming in, I thought the Falcons were going to have the upper hand, and the Raiders are just demoralizing them.
And for as quickly as they're tackling primetime, Hammer, there's something to be said. That young man usually takes over games, cannot be tackled, can do the loop-de-loop thing, and they are getting him with just one hand at the 12-yard line.
That's all I'm saying.
And that center again, my goodness.
Wow. I mean, I'm not attacking anybody's credibility here, Wingo, but these guys are on something. This is outrageous. Howie Long. Wow. It's not even halftime, Wingo.
It is not even halftime yet, Hammer, and we are about to be 28-0. This is incredible. What do you say on either side at halftime?
Wow, I mean, I cannot believe my eyes right now, Wingo. Anything that can go wrong will and is for the Falcons, and anything that can go right is for the Raiders. If you go into the locker room for either side, the Raiders, you just say, more of the same. Keep it up, boys. I don't even think you take the foot off the gas. You just keep the same thing coming. Falcons, I don't know if you come back out at halftime.
And what do you do here? Do you try to put something in play, and looks like they're just going to run it up the middle and stick their tail between the legs and head to the locker room?
Yeah, at some point, you just have to have some damage control. Things are falling apart. You can't be turning the ball over and letting the Raiders put more points on the board before half. So, yeah, I think this is a good call here by the Falcons.
And here, that center again is just getting lit up, and Big Black had a nice gain on both of them, and we will head into the half. 28-0. The Oakland Raiders leading over the Atlanta Falcons. And I do not think anyone saw this coming today, Hammer.
No, and what it is, Wingo, like I said earlier, it's the battle in the trenches. It's the big men up front making the difference, getting in our Manwich's face, getting in the running game early. I mean, Big Black's had some good runs, but he hasn't really broken any off like he's able to do. But it's just the turnovers. It's the big plays. It's the turnovers. It's 2 punt blocks. Special teams coming up big. I mean, it's everything going right for the Raiders, and the Falcons just falling apart. You hope they're able to get it together and build some momentum in the second half. But we'll see, Wingo.
Well, let's take a look at the Raiders' top plays from the first half. Back this week from injury, we're seeing Jeff the Farmer Hoster leading out the Oakland Raiders, and he will come out with 3 men wide, hands off, no, drops back, looking to throw, has been open, and he goes deep to Murphy Pett, who gets it at the 40, he's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
My goodness.
All right, let's head into our Week 4 games this week. We'll see Atlanta and the Raiders and New England and Houston. First, let's head out to our game, Hammer. And here, Jeff Hostetler coming back. The farmer.
That's
big time.
This is a home game. You hope that the fans can pick them up a little bit here, but yeah, give the Raiders credit traveling into hostile territory and just bringing their A game so far.
And here comes the farmer. He hands it off. Yes, that is to, who is that? Smith.
That's Steve Barncat Smith on the carry off the right side. And the Raiders, and the strength that it takes to do something like that, Wingo, is almost otherworldly. What a play.
And here comes the farmer out on offense, looking to strike and maybe take a stranglehold so this game is no longer reachable. He throws a Murphy bed who will catch it in the back of the end zone. My goodness, Hammer!
Absolutely amazing.
Yes, Hammer.
Anthony
That was
Brown.
weird. Manwich taking some shots here today, not getting rid of the ball quickly. And this is turning into sort of a bloodbath for the Falcons, Hammer.
Yeah, I know we're only in the second quarter.
But oh no, my goodness, where's the man even at? Where's the man even at?
I never saw him.
Behind Hammer, it'll be 4th and 3.
Calls his own number, and he's not that big of a running threat. Normally, maybe he just saw something, or the coordinator saw something in defense they tried to capitalize on. Oh, and here.
But oh no, he just let that fill up one more time too many, and Howie Long will maybe block and recover that. My goodness. As quickly as they're tackling primetime, Hammer, there's something to be said. That young man usually takes over games, cannot be tackled, can do the loop-de-loop thing, and they are getting him with just one hand at the 12-yard line.
That's all I'm saying.
And that center again, my goodness.
Wow. I mean, I'm not attacking anybody's credibility here, Wingo, but these guys are on something.
And let's head back to this second half, Hammer, or into this second half, and just look at this connection between the Farmer and Murphy bed. 100%, 2 completions for 104 yards. My goodness. Here we come, out to kick, Norm, Big White Johnson, kicking to Alexander Salamander Wright, who will take the touchback in the end zone. And here we go, 1st and 10 for the Farmer. What are we going to see, Hammer?
I think the Raiders are open. You're going to see more of the same, more of a connection between the Farmer and Murphy bed. They're going to come out and keep trying to fire on all cylinders like they have been.
And here the handoff off the top to Gaston the Villain Green, who I think, is that his first touch today? Have we mentioned that young man yet?
Yeah, honestly, the Raiders haven't had all that many offensive touches. They've been making some special teams plays, or a fumble return for a touchdown. But yeah, that's definitely the first time the Villain's got his hands on the ball so far today.
And here we go, the Farmer with 3 men right off to Gaston again. No, it's a play action, and he will look at the bottom side for the Phantom, and that will fall for the first incompletion of the day for the Farmer, Hammer.
Yeah, he looks away from Murphy bed this time, tries to hit James the Phantom Lofton on the bottom side of the screen. Good coverage, though, by the defensive back to keep that play from connecting.
And here we go, 3rd and 10 here for the Farmer and the Raiders of the first drive of the second half. He will have time. He has a man across the middle. He doesn't see him, but he throws it.
That's
throwing time in the backfield on there and will get tackled. My goodness, could this be the momentum swing that the Falcons need, Hammer?
You want to talk about bad quarterback decisions there. Not only are you going to check down to your tailback, but you're going to check down to a guy that's covered by Deion Primetime Sanders. Wow. The Farmer was asking for a turnover there. He got one, and he might have just let the Falcons back in this game, but no.
And Manwich tosses it, but Big Black Dickerson will be tackled well behind the line. 2nd and long for the Falcons.
It's a big-time play there, Wingo.
And here, Manwich, shotgun strong to the bottom, drops back. He has all kinds of men downfield, throws it into the end zone to, it looked like nobody's receiver didn't even move towards it, Hammer.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been best for them that ball sailed a little bit long because there was good coverage on that play.
Didn't even look their receiver, knew he was being thrown to.
No, I don't think he expected the ball to come since he had the corner on the safety over top, but
And here's Manwich with a little bit of time, has 2 men in the end zone, diving, catching, touchdown. Who is that?
That's Haynes.
That is the intern again, touchdown, Falcons.
My goodness, Michael Haynes, the intern, coming up with a big-time catch, and can the Falcons put something together here in the first half? They come out after the turnover, put points on the board. Here, is this going to be blocked? No.
My goodness, wouldn't have that been something? Oh, the momentum to then just have your extra point blocked, but it's not. And they get 7. And let's not talk about being back in this till they maybe get another quick one, Hammer.
Yeah, the defense is going to need to make plenty of stops yet before we have any back in this talk. And the Salamander brings the Raiders out to good field position here to start this drive.
Nice play, nice return, puts the Farmer in a good place, and the Falcons defense is going to have to come out and make some plays or make a turnover and make this game competitive again. Oh, and here with time, the Farmer, he finds the villain up top who will scamper for almost a first down, but only gets 9 yards.
Looks like he really should have picked up that first down there, Wingo. He had a lane, he had some room to the outside. Ended up running to the contact, which some running backs just love contact so much they'll do that, but good game there.
And it almost looked like the Farmer pumped towards Murphy Bed that time, but decided against it, and here the big loss will put them at a 3rd and medium distance, not where you want to be.
Yeah, they did try to sell that little quick wide receiver screen before the handoff. Defense didn't bite, they were all over it. Big 3rd down here.
Farmer, lots of people covered. He's tossing it to Murphy Bed, who has several men on him. It will fall incomplete, and it'll be 4th down.
I almost couldn't see Murphy Bed in there. He was so smothered by the defense, but the Farmer was under pressure. He had to get rid of it. Just glad that one didn't fall in the hands of the Falcons defender.
And here, Jeff, the Rice Man Gossett, gets the kickoff. Primetime will have it fall over his head in the end zone, but then he pretends he has it and starts scuffling.
Yeah, I don't know if he should do that. He's too important to that Falcons team. He can't risk injury. That's a good punt there to make sure that Primetime can't hurt you with a return.
And here comes the Manwich and the Falcons looking to score quickly here to get back in this game, and they get tackled quickly for a sack and a 9-yard loss, Hammer.
The floodgates opened there, Wingo. Wow, every Raiders lineman was in the backfield there. Warren Moss, is that what his name was going to get Winston Moss is going to get credit for the sack of Manwich there, but just a broken play.
And here the Manwich again with 4 men wide. This time he has time. He has men downfield. If he just picks the right one, he finds Big Black, who will scamper across down to the 40-yard line.
He had guys downfield, but at least he picked a good feed. He completed the pass. It was a big game. Big Black with his first reception. He's been big in the... No, he might have caught a check down earlier. I think he's utilized in the pass game, and they're going to need to be airing the ball out here as we go through this game. So,
and here comes Manwich still moving the ball, but the clock continues to dwindle, and here the defense gets through, and he'll be tackled for another sack, Hammer.
And another sack, this time by Greg Townsend. Those guys up front working well together. They brought the blitz that time. It gets to Manwich. Big play by the Raiders defense.
And the Falcons already picking their plays quickly as to not lose any time. Here comes the Manwich. He does have time this time. Men downfield. He will find... No, he hits Big Black in the back of the head with the ball before he even knew it was there, Hammer.
Yeah, Big Black's got to turn and find that ball. He was open. Manwich found him. But, they're dealt with a 3rd and long here, and it seems like this game might be slipping out of the reach of the Falcons. Here we go.
Well, they moved forward for a little bit, but now they've moved back as well, and that's not where you want to be. And again, they get through. They get the ball off, though, and the intern will catch that, and you got to figure they're going to go for this 4th down, but it's at least more manageable now, Hammer.
Yeah, that's a big-time gain to get this 4th and doable here. At 4th and 10, they've got to go for it if they want to give themselves a chance. Let's see what they dial up here.
And here comes the Manwich. Game probably on the line if it already isn't over. And he gets the ball off, but it will fall incomplete. And the Farmer and the Raiders will take over.
They called the same play a few times there on that drive, and the Raiders were all over it every time, bringing the pressure up the middle. That should just about seal it. There we go.
And the Farmer dropping back, looking to throw. He has Horton across the middle, who will fall incomplete. What happened there, Hammer?
I'm not really sure. Receiver just took his eyes off the ball. Maybe he heard some footsteps, but it should have been a sure thing there, an easy pickup for the Raiders, but nope.
And here, the clock has stopped, so the Farmer is going to hand it off this time. Yes, that's to the villain down the bottom side. He will gain a few yards. The clock continues to move. And the Raiders probably just want to get out of this game healthy now, Hammer.
Yeah, you expect them to hand the ball off a lot here. Let that time tick away as much as they possibly can and just wear the clock down until this game ends. But here,
the farmer calls us a number of us, but then finds the villain, and that will be a first down for the Raiders.
That's great awareness there by the farmer. He gets himself free from a little bit of a rush. Looks like he's going to tuck it and run there for a second. Instead, he decides to give the villain a little shovel pass, and he picks up the yards. Big gain there by the Raiders.
He took a couple quick steps and then thought different of it and passed it off, and here the villain, the handoff off the top side, will be caught quickly for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, the villain getting his fair share of touches here as the Raiders try to take this clock away.
And there's just 3 minutes left now, still up by 3 scores. Not much has happened here in this second half, Hammer, but the Raiders are threatening. And here the handoff to the villain, who will be quickly taken down.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow second half. The Raiders just kind of playing it easy, not really trying to do too much, just managing the game. The Falcons, they had one quick touchdown, thought they could maybe get some momentum and make this a contest, but Raiders just stamped those flames out right away.
And here the farmer with time, he looks for Murphy Bed in the back, and he will throw a pick. That's a second pick by Dion, and he's coming out.
No, he's
not. He was knee down. He had a knee down.
He's always looking to make a big play, though. They call him for a touchback. That's his second interception. He's had an impact on this game. It's just a little too late.
And here comes the Manwich down by 3 scores with 2:30 to play, and he's sacked again, and this defense is just all over this offense today, Hammer.
I think that's the 4th, maybe 5th different Raider with a sack. This coordinator is just dialing up all the right schemes, all the right pressures. He's got a great mix coming at him, and Manwich has not been able to deal with it.
From the shotguns, and they are getting him again, Hammer. My goodness, this defense is just all over Manwich and the Falcons today. They never had a chance.
Wow, the second sack in a row for Anthony Smith there. That's the first time I think that play was called all game, and the Raiders were ready for it.
No, it was definitely the second or the third, Hammer. And here's Manwich from the 1, down by 3 scores. He has some time. He does throw it, and it will get beyond the line, but fall incomplete to a covered man.
And he had a little bit of a pocket there. He took his time deliberating about where he's going to go with the ball. Ended up throwing it to a covered man that swatted away, and they're going to have to punt away. And this game will go the Raiders' way here today.
And that is Scott Sour Cream Full Hodge on the kick to Murphy Bed, who will be quickly taken down after he receives the hammer.
Pretty good boot there from the back of his own end zone by Sour Cream. And good coverage, too. That's a lot of distance to cover. They got down there and took down Murphy Bed real quick.
And the farmer with just about a minute to play. Gotta figure we're going to see 3 runs here, Hammer. And there's the first one to the villain. He will get a couple yards, 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you gotta imagine he's going to see the ball another time or two. Or perhaps this other fella, Smith, perhaps they'll give the ball to Barncat. Again, he did get into the end zone once this game.
And Farmer does give it to Barncat up the middle for a quick yard. That will take us to under 30 seconds, and that just about ends it. Probably one play no matter what, and if there's a punt, that will be the end, Hammer.
Yeah, as this game winds down, I think you can take from this that the Raiders are here to play this year. They are ready. Farmer taking a shot downfield here to Lofton, who's got men chasing him.
And he did have Murphy bad. He decided to throw it to James, the Phantom Lofton, and that will end the game.
Wow.
Final score, 28 Raiders, Falcons 7. And this is one you just have to forget about as a Falcons, Hammer.
Yeah, absolutely. You go to the locker room, you say, hey, it's done, it's over with. You go home Sunday, you forget about it, you be mad about it, whatever you got to do. Come back into the office on Monday and get ready for next week. But if you're the Raiders, you try to ride this wave as long as you can. The Farmer, 100% in the first half. Came out and he ended up throwing 2 interceptions to prime time in the second half. The Raiders, they didn't look great in the second half. So they definitely have some things to go back to look at and get to the drawing board for. But overall, they're happy with this performance.
Let's take a look at those second half highlights. no matter what, and if there's a punt, that will be the end, Hammer.
Yeah, as this game winds down, I think we can take from this that the Raiders are here to play this year. They are ready. The Farmer taking a shot downfield here to Lofton, who's got men chasing him.
And he did have Murphy bad. He decided to throw it to James, the Phantom Lofton, and that will end the game.
Trying to do too much, just managing the game. The Falcons, they had one quick touchdown, thought they could maybe get some momentum and make this a contest, but Raiders just stamped those flames out right away.
And here the Farmer with time. He looks for Murphy bed in the back, and he will throw a pick. That's a second pick by Dion, and he's coming out.
No, he's
not. He was knee down. He had a knee down.
Good coverage on that play.
Didn't even look their receiver. Knew he was being thrown to.
No, I don't think he expected the ball to come since he had the corner on him and the safety over top. But
and here's Manwich with a little bit of time, has two men in the end zone, diving, catching, touchdown. Who is that?
That's Taint.
That is the intern again. Touchdown, Falcons. And here we go, 3rd and 10 here for the Farmer and the Raiders of the first drive of the second half. He will have time. He has a man across the middle. He doesn't see him, but he throws it.
That's
time in the backfield on there and will get tackled. My goodness, could this be the momentum swing that the Falcons need, Hammer?
You want to talk about that?
Winston
Moss is going to get credit for the sack of Manwich there, but just a broken play.
And here the Manwich again with 4 men wide. This time he has time. He has men downfield. If he just picks the right one, he finds Big Black, who will scamper across down to the 40-yard line.
He had guys downfield, but at least he picked a good key. Completed the pass. It was a big.
And welcome back to Tecmo Super Bros. It's Dick Region and Taint Supper taking over for the duo of Steve Wingels and Beau Hammerton. They knocked it out of the park with those back-to-back calls there. Taint, you and I, though, we've got a contest on the slate for ourselves here in the 4th week of this season between the Patriots and the Oilers here on Monday night. How are you, Taint, and what do you think about this matchup?
Well, I'm doing great, and what a send-off to our compatriots you have given. I'm not sure if it's best to be the bread or the meat in this sandwich, but I am happy to be a delicious grouping with them. And let's go. Here we have the kickoff. The game is starting.
It's Charlie Bankroll Bauman booting this away to Lewis on the return. We don't have him. We
do not have them. And, yes,
Kevin,
this eye contact needs to stop during the game. I should not be thinking about you, looking at you, hearing your face, seeing your mistakes.
The last thing we want on
We
our
will
mind.
fail you for the semester, I swear to God.
While Warren Maple Syrup Moon starts this opening drive, it's you, Kevin, and here he delivers a strike to Duncan. That's Curtis Cookie Dough Duncan right off the bat. This Houston Oilers offense picks up 15.
And what a zinger there by Maple Syrup. Nice throw and catch start for the Oilers. And I do love that blue.
Oh, it looks so good, that powder blue uniform. Everyone loves the Oilers blue. And here, white, that's Lorenzo Care Bear White getting his hands on the ball for the first time. He picks up 2.
And just a quick little zigging there for the Care Bear. Ooh, excuse me, I got some of the vapors.
No worries. And here, up the middle, come the entire defense of the Patriots there. Brent Williams, he's going to be credited with the sack.
Excuse me, we got to watch 2 games and the spread that they have. I had these little pork sausages and just a bit too many.
Oh, yeah, and right up the middle here again, second time in a row. No, it's Eugene Lockhart getting credit for the sack. I, too, was enjoying that spread. There was some little, what do they call them nowadays? Charicatures.
The caricature. The guy that draws?
Character board. No, with the meats and the cheeses.
Charcuterie.
A charcuterie board. Yeah, they had one of those out there. I was digging into it. And here...
What a punt from Mustard Bag.
Yeah, that's Michael Hightower. He takes it out of his own end zone. My, what a poor decision there from the punt returner of the New England Patriots. He was 4 yards deep in his end zone, Taint. What was he thinking?
I think he was thinking that he didn't think he was there.
Hey, he's got to have better field awareness than that.
My goodness.
He's put his offense and Scott...
And
Zookeeper Zolak in a terrible situation, and they've coughed up a safety. They've given up 2 points on this opening drive here. I should have done, but I didn't. And
it's okay. You got the replay.
Because when you did this, I thought my initial instinct, I was like, hurry up. It was a hurry up, but no, it's not what you were saying. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it breathe. But we're learning. We're growing. We're figuring it all out.
And 2-0. My goodness.
2-0. The Oilers, after the mistake by the punt returner for the Patriots.
Wow. Back in the Bayou, we had a summer where we said the Gators was winning 2-0 against the Hogs, so to speak. We got a family of hogs that live around a little bit of the Bayou that we got, and well, just a couple of them got a little bit too close to the water. You just can't do that. The Gators live there and they will pounce, and we had 2 hogs losing. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Taint. Just like a gator hunts a hog, a defense hunts a tailback, and they hunted them down quickly for a loss of 5 in the backfield there.
So anyway, there was this little family of 5 hogs, and just 2 of them running around on 3 legs. So we always said the Gators won that summer 2-0.
Yeah, it seems like they sure did. Hogs were outmatched. Here, a deep shot down the field to Duncan again. That's Cookie Dough, his second reception of the game. He's been Maple Syrup's go-to guy here so far in the first quarter.
And just great timing and rhythm there between Maple Syrup and Cookie Dough. It did not even look like Cookie Dough turned his head around until the ball was almost there.
No, they've got great timing. They've got great sense of one another. And here, Maple Syrup trying to find Givens. He was looking for Gift Basket there in the middle of the field. He was well covered by the Patriots D.
And Gift Basket was coming back to the ball a bit. but it was just a little bit too covered hard there, and the defense able to get a hand on it.
Maple Syrup here calls his own number. Looked like he just saw something right away. I don't know if that was a design draw or sneak or not. He tried to get upfield and he only lost one. He lost one after the spot.
And his confidence in himself, it looked like there was a lane, but maybe one of the linemen there slipped, didn't get the block they thought they would. And here it is, 3rd and 10.
Here Maple Syrup thinks about running again, but no, looks all the way back across field to a covered receiver, squeezes it into him. Can Jeffries fight free? Caesar salad cannot. It's going to be a 4th and 1 as time nearly ticks away here in the first quarter.
And it looks like they're actually thinking this one over.
Yeah, they're in field goal range, well within field goal range. Their kicker has this in them, but they are going to go for it. They don't want 3, they want 7 on this drive. Taint, what do you think about that decision?
Well, I am just tickled pink by this decision, making the confidence in your team, the confidence in your offense. Now, that being said, they can just be coming out to try to get them to jump off sides.
Yeah, a lot of tactics here. You get a free 5 if you get them to jump. I expect a hard count from it. No, they're going to run a play. Moon calls his own number. He does get it. It is a sneak. That play,
My goodness.
Play looks like it should take one. It looks like he's going to do a bigger loop than that.
And old Maple Syrup looks across, calls his own number, and says, "Hey, let's go to the dance hall."
And you wonder if he had that called to the line, called in the huddle, or if he saw something at the line. Here on 1st and down in the red zone now. Maple Syrup, he's going to run, he's going to scramble, he's going to take off, he tucks it and goes, and he's going to pick up another 10 yards and a 1st down. What a play.
And that, my goodness, it went looking like there was a little bit of nothing to then he just kept going.
I thought he might take it all the way there for a second, Taint. He's capable of it. He's almost a running back when he gets out in the open field. Here he gives to their running back, that's Lorenzo White. He's not quite going to get to the end zone, but Care Bear picks up quite a nice chunk there, and it's 2nd and 1 here.
And my goodness, that was, if he made one maybe man miss, he's in the end zone. There was just one more defender there between him and the goal line.
Couldn't do it though. He gets the toss here. And the Patriots are in the backfield and they cause a fumble. Can they pick it up? No. Wow.
They do not.
Could have been a huge turnover there, Taint. Could have been a big play.
And a couple plays in this game we have seen so far, that fumble, the bringing the punt out of the end zone, and the safety have just made the difference so far.
Yeah, the Patriots close but far away here. They bring Lorenzo down. Care Bear can't quite make it to the goal line. Another decision here for the Oilers. I guess if you go for it on 4th down earlier, you're going to go for it here. If you want 7, you're going for 7, 18.
And it looks like just the problem with this offense is they do not have a quick straight line ball up the middle. Everything's delayed to take time.
Yeah, the running attack of this offense isn't designed too great. Lorenzo Care Bear White's going to get stopped just outside the goal line. Looked like he was maybe on the half-yard line. What a play there from the defense of the Patriots. Taint. Let's take a look at that big-time stop there.
And my goodness, that defense came out like they wanted to stop, and they got what they wanted. And I've seen this Gator before. If his defense can come out and turn this tide of this game, this momentum, even though they're only down by 2, the stand that they've had inside, look at that, at the 1 to 2 yard line, and just nothing more for K-Bear.
No, it looks like he had a head of steam, but the linebacker stood their ground. Tough field position here again for the Patriots, so they could go down 4-0 here, Taint.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
That would be interesting.
I've never ever seen that, but here we are on their own one, and what do you pick?
You gotta go. They got the safety on the ground game. Oh my God! It was a passing attack. They got them the safety this time. This time it's a rushing, but it's a fumble, nearly a touchdown by the Houston Oilers. But it's gonna go down as another safety for the New England Patriots. I have never seen a game start this way in my life, Taint.
My goodness, the bat is out of the belfry on these safeties. I do not know what is happening. But look at this man on this run. He got caught behind the line, and then it was just all mayhem broke loose. And y'all, quick fumble just popped right out, and then the zookeeper finds him falling on it just so the other team doesn't get a touchdown. My goodness, 4-0.
Wow. What a game so far. What an interesting start to this contest. I guess the Patriots lucky that they didn't give up a touchdown here, but they've given up another 2 points, and the ball is in the hands of the Oilers. And Maple Syrup, as he drops back on first down here, looks downfield and misses his man.
I've never seen anything like this, Dick. We've been together for a long time. We've been the broadcasters, for quite some years in the college and in the pros, and then back to college again, and now back in the pros. I've never seen a game like this.
I don't remember ever calling something like this with you. And here another fumble, but no. It's going to bounce out of bounds and out of harm's way. The Oilers almost turning it back over to the Patriots there.
And what a lucky turn for them. My goodness, the fumble goes out instead of staying in. And that lopsided pigskin don't bounce like you think it's going to bounce.
No, you never know which way it's going to go. You never know what Maple Syrup's going to do. This time he tucks it and runs and picks up a big first down here as time slips away in the first half.
And Maple Syrup probably maybe the most confident runner we've seen so far. We've seen some other quarterbacks move, but he is just doing it at a pace that the others haven't. And a success rate.
Maybe the first quarterback we've seen whose feet is a part of his team's offense, but here his arm gets the job done. That's Ernest Gift Basket Givens. What a throw. Put it right in the basket that time, did Maple Syrup.
And he's hitting these tight windows on covered receivers. When he's got open receivers, then he doesn't have to do that on. I just don't know why some of these quarterbacks make the decisions they make. I don't know.
And here the pressure up the gut, that's going to be a big loss there. Vincent Brown's going to get the sack. That's the Patriots' third sack of this game. Their defense keeping them in it as the offense can get nothing done and has given up 4 points.
And a quick time out there for the offense. Let's see what that allows them to come up with, if they change their minds or have come out with the same thing. But here we go with a little bit to play, and I just cannot take my eyes off the scoreboard.
And Maple Syrup drops back in the gun, and he's brought down immediately. Brent Williams with the pressure, 4 sack of the afternoon. They're really putting the pressure in the face of Maple Syrup today, Taint.
And my goodness, there's just nothing going on offense for either of these two teams right now. They're just getting some success, but more failures.
And here, Greg Mustard Bath Montgomery with a big boot away to Timpson that's going to end this first half. My goodness, Taint, how about the two different halves of football that Maximo Bros, the Tecmo Super Bros has been calling here in week 4 of this season. Wingo and Hammer had a game that was 28-0 at halftime, a Raiders rout, and we're looking at 4-0 here between the Patriots and Oilers.
I just do not know what is happening, how to explain it, how to justify it, how to quantify it. We have two teams that have just been smashing their heads together, and we got 2 safeties out of it. They're probably scratching their head in this locker room as much as we scratching our head out here in the booth.
The Oilers have 4 points. The Patriots have 0 stats. And we've got a handful of first half highlights for you to take a look at now. Nowadays, charicatures.
The caricature. The guy that draws?
Character board. No, with the meats and the cheeses.
Charcuterie.
A charcuterie board. Yeah, they had one of those out there. I was digging into it. And here.
What a punt from Mustard Bath.
Yeah, that's Michael Hightower. He takes it out of his own end zone. My, what a poor decision there from the punt returner of the New England Patriots. He was 4 yards deep in his end zone, Tank. What was he thinking?
I think he was thinking that he didn't think he was there.
Hey, he's got to have better field awareness than that.
My goodness.
He's put his offense and Scott
and
zookeeper Zolak in a terrible situation, and they've coughed up a safety. They've given up 2 points on. It's 2nd and 1 here.
And my goodness, that was. If he made one maybe man miss, he's in the end zone. There was just one more defender there between him and the goal line.
Couldn't do it though. He gets the toss here. The Patriots are in the backfield and they cause a fumble. Can they pick it up? No. Wow.
They do not.
Could have been a huge turnover there, Taint. Could have been. I guess if you go for it on 4th down early, you're going to go for it here. If you want 7, you're going for 7, Taint?
And it looks like just the problem with this offense is they do not have a quick straight line ball up the middle. Everything's delayed to take time.
Yeah, the running attack of this offense isn't designed too great. Lorenzo Care Bear White's gonna get stopped just outside the goal line. Looked like he was maybe on the go down 4-0 here, Taint.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
That would be interesting.
I've never ever seen that, but here we are on their own one, and what do you pick?
You gotta go. They got the safety on the ground game. Oh my God! It was a passing attack. They got them a safety this time. This time it's a rushing, but it's a fumble, nearly a touchdown by the Houston. Here we go with this second half. Taint. Can the Patriots get something going? Can the Oilers get something going? They've just made a few plays on defense to get their points. No real offense happening so far.
Speaker is
on. And so is this game as Mike Lunch Buffet Farr takes the kickoff return to the 20-yard line.
And here we go. These two teams, one touchdown would double the scoring we've seen so far. Who's going to get it?
Zookeeper and the Patriots happy to start somewhere other than their 1-yard line here with this drive, although they make no ground on first down.
Well, it's good for them that they've not started on the 1, but you just think about what they faced in the first half. Your first 2 drives, the 1-yard line, usually doesn't end up well for you.
Zookeeper drops back to throw this time, looking for the detective, Greg McMurtry, down the sidelines. But it's a good defensive play to swat it away.
And it looked like there was just good coverage downfield, nothing for the Zookeeper to do than just try to put it where his guy could get it and no one else.
Tried to fit one into a tight window and couldn't quite do it. Here, he's got some time. He's got men downfield. The Zookeeper weights himself into a sack. What was he doing there, Taint? Al Smith brings him down.
Well, it just seemed like he had the most time that he has had all game, and then he just got back there and started daydreaming because he got bored. That's just what it looked like. It looked like he was just tunnel visioning. He got caught looking.
He had all sorts of time. Oh, my goodness. Nearly a blocked punt there. Wellman, that's Gary Doublebag Wellman back on the punt return. Does well to pick up 9. And the Houston Oilers going to start with great field position here in opponent's territory.
And that's a short punt there to receive for the double bag and the Oilers. Let's see what Maple Syrup can do with this short field.
He drops back to pass on first down. He's got a good pocket. He's got time. He delivers into a tight window. That's Haywood. Caesar Salad Jeffries moving the chains and picking up a first down on first down.
Maple Syrup continues to spread the ball out well to his receivers, but I guess you would have to keep them all happy.
Yeah, he's delivered it to numerous targets so far. Gift Basket, Caesar Salad, and Cookie Dough all getting their hands on the ball thus far. And this is Care Bear, who's brought down 3 yards into the backfield. The Patriots had that one figured out early.
And I think they've got him on that play just 3 or 4 times. That pitch is not working there for the Oilers.
Yeah, you got to keep that defense honest. They're going to keep going back to it. Perhaps they have plays built off it. And here, the Patriots with another sack. Eugene Lockhart bringing down Maple Syrup.
And my goodness, both offenses just having so much trouble right now doing anything.
It really is a defensive show out there right now. Offense is not being able to move the ball at all. Houston had a little bit of success before that goal line stand by the Patriots. And here a shot downfield. Ernest Gift Basket Givens goes up and makes a big catch for a touchdown.
And what a throw there from Maple Syrup. Just made a little bit of the angle change, made it look like he was going to run, and then slung it back across, and that was enough to get the defense off the game. And here we go, 11-0 for the Oilers.
Yeah, I thought for a second that Maple Syrup Moon was going to tuck it and run, but no. Looked downfield, he found Gift Basket, and they found 7 more points. And let's take a look, rather, at that big play there from Maple Syrup and Gift Basket team.
And just Maple Syrup, he has time, he has his receivers. This time the defense doesn't get through, he eludes the rush, and then nails his receiver about the 1 yard line and makes a leaping great catch. Touchdown Oilers.
Yeah, there's not a coverage in the world that can do anything about that throw and catch. It was just beautifully done there. Let's see if the Patriots can get something going on offense here. They're going to need to if they want to make this a contest.
All right, and here we go as we approach the end of the third. It maybe looks like the Oilers are starting to pull away.
Zookeeper looking to the way of the detective again. Can't find him. Good coverage by the Oilers defense.
And the Zookeeper has just found himself in all different ways of discombobulation today, whether it was starting at the 1, sacked for a safety, recovering a fumble in his end zone, and just taking too long in his pocket.
Yeah, he hasn't quite been able to get going here. He misses a man downfield again who was double covered. I mean, the Houston Oilers defense has done their job as well. They have not let this Patriots offense get anything going. And are they in 4-down territory already here, Taint?
Well, there is still a whole quarter to play. You do only need 2 scores, but none of them can be a field goal. So that does maybe enter the decision making. And here, my goodness, is it? No.
Oh, wow. The Zookeeper under a lot of pressure there. Tries to fit it into a tight window. Receiver dove and laid out, put his body on the line, and took a shot there, Taint.
And that's the one thing about touching those balls and making those kind of plays. You get hands on it, someone's going to get a helmet on you.
You're going to get hit if you try to make that catch.
Uh-oh.
Here's Sean Eggplant. McCarthy gets this punt away. It's a decent, but not great. Wellman's going to take it at the 15. Let's see what Double Bag can do. He makes a man miss, gets out of his grasp, and gives the Oilers decent field position at their own 25.
And here comes Maple Syrup to lead his team out. You know, with this drive, if you take the right amount of time, you put any type of score, that might be enough to close it out.
Yeah, closed out on this drive, exactly, Taint. It's going to go into the fourth quarter here after that first down play. Picked up 7 yards. Can the Oilers close this game out here?
You know, I'm starting to think, Dick, maybe we're going to get to 14 the hard way.
It could. It would look like a run-of-the-mill game if that happened, although it has not been. It has been interesting to say the least. He has every man open downfield, and he checks it
And
down.
how does he choose that one?
How does he choose that one, Taint?
Well, it's something like the opposite of a gator choosing which wildebeest to eat, because you're going to pick off the one by itself.
Yeah. You're going to see the one you need to attack, and he has not seen the receiver that he needs to hit. Here, Lorenzo Care-Bear White's in a fight for his life. He can't break free. He picks up 1. They needed 3. It's 4th and 2, and maybe these Patriots have a chance yet.
Well, there's still time on the clock. I think that was maybe the first 3 and out that we've seen from this Oilers offense.
Big time stop there as Mustard Bath punts the ball away to Timpson. He's going to take it in his end zone. Is he going to make the right decision this time? Yeah, he's going to touch it back.
Absolute boomers from that punter all day.
Yeah, he's got a heck of a leg, does Mustard Bath.
I'm going to start taking mustard baths because it apparently helps with your leg strength.
Yeah, it's something he does. I think I heard he does it monthly. It's very good for your joints. It's like an analgesic that lasts quite some time. Here, the Zookeeper has quite a bit of time in his pocket. He delivers to the detective. Can't come down with it.
Well, I don't know where he has to put anything or anything like that, but I did get a chance to talk to that young man today, Mustard Bath, about some of his training and recovery.
Yeah.
And he did say when he does take the mustard bath, there are about 2 or 3 good days afterwards, he's got a little bit of a yellow hue
Yellow tint
to his skin color until it just kind of eventually washes off.
These players, they're willing to do whatever they need to take their game to the next level, though. And he's turning into quite a player here. The Zookeeper on a big-time 3rd down. The Patriots need it. They need something here. He's got open men downfield. Taking a shot to Timpson. Misses him.
Oh, my goodness. And just one other thing with mustard bath. He did mention something funny. He said if you do the mustard bath, please, how do I want to say it? Think about your wife if you were going to be intimate. Because you've just been covered in hot mustard. And it lingers.
Oh, yeah, sure. That would sting if it got in places you didn't want it to. And here's John Vaughn trying to sting the Oilers for a first down. They can't pick it up. They're going to turn it over, and I think the game's going to slip away from the Patriots.
That was John Crouton Vaughn. I think that was his first touch of the day, Dick.
First time Crouton's gotten his hands on the ball, and this might have been the last time that the Patriots and the zookeeper got their hands on the ball.
Well, if it isn't, that just means probably that the Oilers have scored, and we'll see what happens. It could be just they run it out.
They give to Care Bear up the middle, picks up 3, and they'll be happily let that clock tick away.
And let's see, Maple Syrup coming out, and he has just been slinging the ball today. Let's see, they might not even throw it in. And look, he's dropping back.
They're going to go to the air. He's got men open everywhere. That's gift basket over the middle, and this game looks like it wasn't even a contest, and it really wasn't, Taint. The Oilers have been on top all afternoon. Their defense has led the way, but their offense has sealed the deal. What a performance.
Well, I would not say it was a, dominating performance. Like the Rock sliding down a hill, they just slowly picked up speed and momentum before there was anything that the Patriots could do to stop them, Dick.
I don't know. I don't know that the Patriots have any yards.
They have very few, because they have lost quite a bit. They lost quite a bit of yardage.
Yeah, the defense of the Oilers has been up to the task today. As a zookeeper comes out and just tries to save some pride of the Patriots here, tries to get something going, but no, he's pressured and sacked for a 9-yard loss.
With 2 safeties, I would definitely say this defense has been up to the task. I've never hardly see 1 safety in a game. To see 2 by the same defender. It was the first 2
possessions of the game.
It was the first 2 possessions, and not only did that set the tone and the everything, but it basically won them the game.
Zookeeper delivers into traffic here. Crouton's going to get his hands on the ball again, and he's going to lose 1 defender. He shows great speed there, does Crouton, as he gets out near the 40-yard line of the Patriots.
And what a burst from that young man. My goodness, it looked like he was barely even going to have any room to catch that ball, and then he's running ahead of everybody else.
It was pretty incredible acceleration there by that young man. And here, Zookeeper dropping back to pass again, going to deliver into coverage, and this is going to be intercepted by Dishman.
And that'll be all she wrote there for the Patriots. They was trying to get on the board, trying to just get that little bit of
something.
Just a little bit of something. Just to feel good about putting it in the end zone, and they didn't. They weren't able to.
And Maple Syrup's going to take a shot downfield and the route, put insult into injury. He's going to hit Caesar Salad here to end the game for a 49-yard gain.
My goodness!
Wow!
Look at that stat line.
After all that, we've got just a blowout by the Oilers. They came out, they proved that they're the better team. They are probably one of the contenders in the AFC this year, and we'll be excited to see them down the line somewhere, Taint.
Well, they were moving the ball. Their defense was attacking. It wasn't quite the Raiders type of game, but I don't think this game was ever in question because the Oilers just took it over. There was nothing from the Patriots, and not even a run on the board for the Patriots.
And the Patriots, they had 29 yards through the air. That's all the offense they were able to muster, while the Oilers put up 267 yards. No, that might not be right. I added the receiving yards and the rushing with the passing yards. But you get it. Blowout. Highlights coming your way.
Anything.
It really is a defensive show out there right now. Offense is not being able to move the ball at all. Houston had a little bit of success before that goal line stand by the Patriots. And here's a shot downfield. Ernest gift basket. Givens goes up and makes a big catch for a touchdown. Happily let that clock tick away.
And let's see, Maple Syrup coming out, and he has just been slinging the ball today. Let's see, they might not even throw it in. And look, he's dropping back.
They're going to go to the air. He's got men open everywhere. That's gift basket over the middle, and this game looks like it wasn't even a contest, and it really wasn't, Taint. The Oilers